The woman, the child, and the dragon. Revelation 12 verses 1 to 6. What is the symbolic meaning? Let's dive into uncovering the mystery behind this cosmic battle. A radiant woman crying out in labor, a monstrous red dragon waiting to devour her child. But her child is destined to rule the nations, a prophecy straight from heaven. Revelation 12 verses 1 to 6 pulls back the curtain on a cosmic war, a battle for salvation, power, and survival. Who is the woman? Who is the dragon? And what makes this child so significantly important? Section 1, The Vision of the Woman. Revelation 12 verses 1 to 2. Revelation 12 begins with, "A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head." Who is this woman? The woman represents the faithful people of God, first Israel, who brings forth the Messiah, and then the church, who continues his mission after his ascension. Some say she's Mary, the mother of Jesus, and in part, that's true. But this woman also symbolizes something much larger, the people of God, both Old and New Testament. The 12 stars represent the 12 tribes of Israel. The moon and sun echo Joseph's dream in Genesis 37, linking her to Israel's story. She's radiant because she carries God's promise. And she's in labor, because something powerful is about to be birthed into the world. Section 2, The Red Dragon. Revelation 12 verses 3 to 4. Next, we see a great red dragon, with 7 heads and 10 horns, and his tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky. This dragon isn't just any creature. Verse 9 tells us exactly who he is, Satan, that ancient serpent, who leads the whole world astray. The 7 heads and 10 horns represent power, kingdoms, and influence, Satan's control over earthly systems. A third of the stars of heaven and flung them to the earth. These stars represent the angels who followed him in rebellion, and were swept to the earth along with Satan. They are now fallen, now demons. This dragon, Satan, is fierce, strategic, and waiting to strike. The dragon stood in front of the woman so that when she gave birth, he might devour her child. This dragon, Satan, his goal is to stop God's plan of salvation by destroying the promised child, Jesus, as soon as he appears. Section 3, The Male Child. Revelation 12 verse 5. The woman gives birth to a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. The male child is Jesus Christ, the promised Savior and King who would rule all nations with a rod of iron, the scepter, Psalm 2 verse 9. The iron rod is a symbol of rulership and power. It symbolizes Christ's firm and unshakable rule, showing both judgment and divine protection. It executes judgment on the rebellious nations, leaders, or spiritual forces that resist his rule. Also gives shepherding and comfort to the faithful. The child was caught up to God and his throne, a picture of Jesus' resurrection and ascension to glory. Section 4, The woman fled into the wilderness. Revelation 12 verse 6. After the child is taken up, the woman flees to the wilderness, a place prepared for her by God. The wilderness here is symbolic of a place of protection and testing, but God protects, sustains, and nourishes his people. When Israel fled Egypt, God sustained and protected them in the wilderness. Revelation 12 verse 6 says, "So that she would be nourished there for 1,260 days, 42 months, 3½ years." 1,260 days symbolize a limited period of intense persecution, suffering, or spiritual trial. This is the same as 42 months, or 3½ years, also prophecy Daniel 7 verse 25 and 12 verse 7, also Revelation 11 verses 2 and 3 and 13 verse 5. It's a promise that even when the dragon rages, God still reigns. He provides what we need to endure and overcome. The conclusion of this prophecy, Revelation 12, isn't a fantasy, it's a heavenly picture of the battle for your soul. But take heart, the dragon didn't win. Because Jesus reigns, and one day he is coming back for a church without spot or wrinkles. So no matter how fierce your fight becomes, remember, you're under God's protection.